Thank you for coming out today. My name is Vaughn Norris, City Manager for the City of Hawthorne. Thank you for coming out to our State of the City 2022. It's a great honor to have everyone here. We have some great information we're going to share with you regarding the city. With that being said, I would like to introduce the Hawthorne Police Department Honor Guard.
Right, face. Ready, hope. Go. Present arms.
If I can have everyone place their right hand on their heart, ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. With face. Forward, march. Left, right, right, right. Wait.
Please be seated. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to call up Commissioner Don Harris. He serves on our Civil Service Commission. He's going to lead us in our invocation. Thank you, Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Vaughn. What a wonderful occasion it is tonight to celebrate the 100th anniversary of our great city. Let's bow our heads as we give thanks. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening, celebrating 100 years of the city of Hawthorne. We pray your blessing upon the events this night, and we just pray for the next 100 years of our wonderful city. We pray these things in the name of our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Commissioner. At this time, I'd like to call up our Honorable Mayor, Mayor Vargas. If we can give him a big hand, please.
How's everyone doing? As you guys can tell, we're doing this outside. We're changing the format of the State of the City. And the purpose being that we want to have it on, first of all, nice weather. It's nice and cool. We're feeling our breeze that we experience here in the city of Hawthorne, and wanting to make this accessible to the community. It's free for anybody who walks up and that's heard about it. They'll be able to come, sit here. They don't have to pay $30 for a meal ticket anymore. It's free for everyone to enjoy and hear the great news that we have here in the city of Hawthorne, right? Isn't that better? So, as you all know, I'm Mayor Alex Vargas, and I'm here to speak to you about how far we have come as a city and to share about our city's future, which is very bright. Despite the many challenges that we have faced, we have been on a continued financial growth path. And we haven't seen this type of growth in a very long time. To be honest, it was kind of scary where we were at, like about 6 years ago. And we're in a good place today. So I'm excited to show you that with the graphs that we're going to be displaying a little bit further down. And I wanted to let you know that we're committed on raising the standard of living here in the city for all our residents. So our vision for the city of Hawthorne is to become a destination city in the South Bay and in LA County. Our mission is to preserve, protect, and enhance the quality of life for those who live here and work in our community by providing the highest quality services while we're utilizing fiscal responsibility. That's very important. We stand by our core values of accountability, innovation, integrity, respect, and professionalism. Through well thought out strategic planning, we set attainable goals that will further catapult our economy and secure a brighter future for generations to come. I maintain renewed hope in our city and its diverse community. We're very diverse, guys. People from all parts of the world and from all corners of the country come to move into the city of Hawthorne. And as the world begins to normalize and people are returning to work, so must we, as city officials, return in full capacity. Now that the pandemic is behind us, we need to get back to the focus of leading and making decisions that will best support the citizens of Hawthorne. It's our priority. Important to note, this is really fun. We've been having a lot of events in the last 3 days, starting with our commemorative dinner, which we had on Friday. We had our parade and a block party on Saturday, which was a big success. And yesterday we had a day at the museum, the Hawthorne Historical Society Museum, which was a real blast. A lot of people gave their anecdotes on their experiences here in the city of Hawthorne. We actually have people that have been here living for 80 years, 70 years, 60 years. And all my elected official friends that are here know of some of those people within their communities. And it's really, really fun to hear about their stories of how their communities used to be back in the day. So that was really fun on Sunday. So just want to let you know that we do have another event tomorrow, which is the opening up of our time capsule. Wondering what's in there. So it's about 25, 30 years that the items were placed inside there. So it's really exciting to kind of find out what's in there, see what kind of things we find out. Maybe we don't find anything, so that's going to be a big joke on us. I mean, it's the truth, right? I don't know. But let's see what happens. So you guys are all invited tomorrow at 10 o'clock, right? 10 o'clock. We're celebrating our partnership with the LA County Fire Department, as you see. That's great service, right? They're doing what they have to do. Thank you, guys. Okay, so I want to acknowledge my family who's here. My dad, my mom, my brother, my girlfriend who's here as well. My brother couldn't be here. My brother John, he's about to have a baby, so we're going to have a new addition to the family. Literally, he was due yesterday. The baby's due yesterday. So they're at the hospital waiting to see what happens. So I'm ready to go after this is all over and maybe head over there today. Maybe we have some good news. Baby girl on their way. And my sister also sends her regard with my nephew Adrian and her husband Chris. They wish they could be here. So now, this is the part I really like because it really means a lot to me that we have good friends around the neighborhood, around the community, around the Los Angeles County basin that we can depend on. And as an elected official, there's times when I need help. I need to run some ideas by some of my fellow elected officials who also run ideas by me. You never know when you'll need each other. So there are friends in politics, and I count these as my friends. I wanted to first recognize Congresswoman Maxine Water, who has dedicated herself to serving the city of Hawthorne by helping us with federal subsidies, funds, and grants. Do we have a representative for her from her office? Well, she sends her regards, and so we want to give a round of applause and thank her. Our state leaders are here. We have one of our state leaders here, Senator Steve Bradford. Can you please stand? He's busy working in Sacramento to get us the funds and money that we need to make things happen here in the city. State Assemblywoman Tina McKinner. Do we have a representative from her office? Please stand on her behalf. We thank her because she hit the ground running and she's contacted us with funds and grants that she'll be earmarking towards our city. So we thank her so much for that. I have a representative from Holly Mitchell, our supervisor's office. Do we have her here still? Right there in the back. Thank you so much. One of the things that I felt was very important is how she started off with the roundtable with local mayors, right? Mayor Butts from Inglewood is part of that as well. So we've been together in meetings with her where she's asking us what we need regionally and individually as cities. So that's pretty cool, I say. LA County Assessor Jeffrey Prang is here. On a good note, he's not here to do any of his assessing, so don't worry, guys. Business owners, feel free. He's off the clock right now. But thank you so much for your friendship for the city of Hawthorne, sir. And I want to recognize Gardena Mayor, who's in the back, Tasha Serta. Council Member Mark Henderson from the city of Gardena, please stand, sir. He's here with his wife, which is a Los Angeles Community College District trustee, Nichelle Henderson. Mayor Pro Tem Rodney Tanaka, please stand, sir. City of Gardena. Art Kaskanian, council member for the city of Gardena. And we work a lot with this city, our police department, and we've been working because they abut our borders here on the north side, the city of Inglewood. And I want to honor Mayor Jim Butts, who is here representing the city of Inglewood. Through our discussion, you'll see how our police departments work very closely. Council member Alex Padilla, a good friend of ours, is right there in the back. Council member Eloy Morales, city of Inglewood. We also went to high school together, right? So that's also an extra side note there. I guess we both turned out okay, even though we got in trouble in high school, right? We turned out okay, right? Mayor Robert Pullen Miles from the city of Lawndale, sir. Right in the back. Councilwoman Bernadette Suarez from the city of Lawndale. Where is she? She's in the back right there. Mayor Pro Tem Rhonda Hoffman from the city of Lawndale. Let's give her a round of applause. Newly elected councilwoman from the city of Lawndale, Shirley Cuevas. She's right there. Thank you. Council member Pat Kearney, a good friend of ours from the city of Lawndale, right there in the back. Mayor Drew Boyles from the city of El Segundo sends his regards. Mayor-elect George Chen from the city of Torrance, sir. Congratulations. From the city of Carson, Jim Deere, council member, sir. Where are you at? Right there. Our friends from the city of Bell, Ali Saleh, mayor. Councilwoman Monica Arroyo from the city of Bell, thank you. President of the school board for El Camino College, Dilo Michelin, where is he?
Looking forward to the next 100 years.
Thank you. And he says that he's looking forward to the next 100 years. Thank you. Then we also have President Hugo Rojas from the Centinela Valley Union School District, High School District, in the back. Robert Thompson from Cal Water, representative and director. Christina Chiappe, Hawthorne School District Board President. Her husband, Mario Chiappe, former Centinela Valley School Board member. Luciano Aguilar, Hawthorne School District Board member, sir. Thank you. Brian Markarian, Hawthorne School District Superintendent, newly appointed. Newly appointed. Mike Talleda, former council member for the city of Hawthorne. Ralphie Rabucas, who is here representing the city of Torrance. Dr. Eugene Crank from the Hawthorne School District. And I don't want to miss anybody, but I want to recognize and honor, we have a couple more names, right? We have Councilwoman Paulette Francis from the city of Gardena. Where is she? She's right there. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being here. And I want to recognize somebody who was the first directly elected mayor in the city of Hawthorne, Guy Hawker, to please take a stand. I always tell everybody, like at almost every single event, Guy Hawker, Guy Hawker. And I tell them how my dad took a picture of him like in a parade. One of our first parades that I went to. And he looked pretty dapper right there with this nice haircut, smooth, nice, very smooth. And at the appropriate points, I'll go ahead and stop and recognize any elected officials who show so that we can recognize them, okay? So just keep that in mind. I'd like to honor everybody who's here. And if staff could let me know as soon as they show. So let's get started, folks. So over the past year, we've experienced growth and development, and we have accomplished this with the collaborative efforts of the city's elected officials that we have here. And staff, of course, we have a whole group of people that are on the team. I want to recognize Councilmember Alex Montero. Please take a stand, sir. Councilwoman Angie Reyes English. Mayor Pro Tem David Patterson sends his regards. And Councilwoman Olivia Valentine, who's here with us. And we can't do it it's not only one person. It takes 5 votes, it takes 4, 3, 2. It takes a collaborative effort to get things passed. Sometimes I might not have the perfect solution for a problem. It might come from a colleague, or I might be able to contribute a little part to the whole solution. So it's important to recognize that we vote together 99.9% of the time. It's just the 0.1% that we all get worked up about, right? So I can't explain that. That's really what it comes down to, right? All my friends who are elected officials recognize that. So thank you guys for working together, collaboratively, all of us together. Okay? The next? Yeah. So I also want to recognize our city clerk, Dr. Paul Jimenez. Gregory Fallon, our city treasurer. Our administrative team here, and as I say, we've had a lot of turnover, and I want to mention this, and I can foresee and tell you that Vaughn Trey Norris, our city manager, is going to be with us for 50 years. He's going to remind me when his contract comes up, right? Remember what you said? Chief Michael Ishii, our police chief, doing a great job. Robert Kim, our city attorney. And his brother, George Chan from Torrance, is here. Where is he? Wow, there's just similarities, you know. It's all in good fun, guys. I feel like, you know, very comfortable here with you guys. That every single person that's here is somebody that I know. That everybody here got an opportunity to meet the person, new person here today, whether it's an elected official they never had access to from another city, elected official here that they never met. And so this is a good networking opportunity, right? Yeah. Alan Lung, our department head from Public Works. Where is he? Okay. Erica Lampkin from Human Resources. Please wait. Felice Lopez from the Finance Department, Department Head. Greg McLean from the Planning Department. Kimberly Mack from the Housing Department. And Peter Wang from Building and Safety. One thing I want to recognize also is that the format for this outside State of the City comes from my good friend from the city of Gardena, Mayor Natasha Serta. So thank you so much. Because she borrows a lot of things from us, if you know what I mean. So now it's my turn to borrow this. And she knows it's an inside joke, guys. But we collaborate, we talk to each other. Okay, we're ready for the police department? Okay, all right. So I really want to thank staff, and I want to ask all our employees who are in the back to please stand and be recognized. There's over 300 members of our city staff, including our police department personnel. Let's give them a round of applause. As we reflect upon this past year, some of our significant accomplishments were maintaining the services and viability of our city. We'll continue to proudly support you, the residents, our community. It's our responsibility. It's our commitment from the elected officials here that you have before you to serve you. So we have set a course for success, and I want to talk about our first department, the police department. So our Hawthorne Police Department, led by Chief Michael Ishii, and the Hawthorne Police Department have continued to significantly impact our community. This is our leadership in the police department, led, of course, by Chief Michael Ishii, Gary Tomatani, who is our captain, and Eric Lane, who is our captain. So let's give them a round of applause. We have about 100 sworn officers, and we have about 20 or 30 civilian employees working in the police department. This past year, the department has hired 10 new police officers, many that grew up in the local area in the city of Hawthorne or in neighboring cities, and they've wanted to serve in their hometown in the city of Hawthorne. So it's really cool. A lot of people, some of our police officers grew up in Lenox, and they've been here like 35 years, so they're about to retire. Some grew up and came to this park here and decided to serve the city of Hawthorne. So I think that's something that we can be very, very proud of, that they love their city so much that they're working here. Right, Mike Matson? That's one of the examples that I'm talking about. Our police department has handled over 17,000 calls from the community. One highlight for our officers was the Hawthorne Police Department's strong partnership with the Inglewood Police Department. This strong relationship has allowed Hawthorne Police Department officers to work supporting the Inglewood Police Department at SoFi Stadium and at the Kia Forum, at such events such as the Super Bowl and large concerts. I've been to a couple of events at the Kia Forum, and I've run into some of our police officers, and it's really exciting seeing that they're working in partnership with Police Department in Inglewood. And very soon, our department will be helping with the World Cup, which is staged to take place at Inglewood at SoFi, right? Right? Hawthorne Police Department's bike team continues to make a significant impact in the community by breaking down barriers between the police and the community. The aim has been to build trust through their constant presence, making it easier to approach and talk to the officers. In addition, they've continued to fight crime by keeping our parks, our shopping centers, and neighborhoods very safe. With the hiring of a full-time medical director, the Hawthorne Police Department continues to expand its EMT paramedic program. The team is currently staffed with 25 officers that have been trained as EMTs and 4 trained as paramedics. Since first responders are often on the scene first, it's important that they have the skills and training to provide life-saving measures to our community when most needed, which is usually during the first few minutes of an incident. In addition, 6 officers received life-saving awards and our very own Dr. Joe Nakagawa, which is right in the back, right? Let's say hi to him. Received a Distinguished Service Award for helping HPD transform into an organization focused on saving lives. So we're lucky to have a doctor that decided to be a full-time police officer and share his medical experience during emergency situations. So that's something that we're very proud of. And we like to share the knowledge and the experience with our neighboring police departments. The department continues to innovate in the areas of community policing with programs such as these: the Ride to Live motorcycle training program, the Power Project mentorship program, and by helping the community members prepare for job entry with free job interview workshops. We're proud of our police department's dedication and hard work keeping our community safe. So let's give them a round of applause, guys. Our Community Services Department. We want to highlight our Community Service Department because a lot of things have been happening in this last couple of years. During the height of the pandemic, the Senior Center remained a source of support for the seniors in Hawthorne by contacting them through emails, through phone calls, and providing them with food distribution services. The reopening of the center in May welcomed seniors back into the building. So we made sure that they were okay. We had our staff constantly calling to make sure they were okay. What is it that you need? How can we support you? The reopening of our sports program welcomed eager children and parents ready to participate in the core programs such as basketball, soccer, and volleyball. Our aquatics program was able to open 100% of the swim lessons for all our local communities. And we have a new refurbished pool that everyone's really excited that we have. We no longer have the deep diving board area, but we have the lap pool that took its place. So it's very high tech and nice, and the temperature is very good for lap swimming. Renovations were completed at Holly Park and Ramona Park, with the renovation of Jim Thorpe Park and Zella Davis Park to begin later this year, with funding of $1 million in grants secured last year. Various sources, it could be county sources, it could be state sources, federal sources for these grants. So we thank all of our leaders from those different areas. Thank you. So the department also collaborated with the county and St. Margaret's Center to provide continued support to our homeless coordination team, which now includes LA CADA, which is the Los Angeles Centers for Alcohol and Drug Abuse, after securing grant funding to expand the program. These staff members deploy daily to assist people that are experiencing homelessness. And this partnership is very important because sometimes we say, get them off the streets, get them off the streets. They need mental health services, et cetera. So now we're partnering with a group that's going to be able to address that aspect of the issue so we can help people recuperate their ability to live healthy lives, right? The Community Services Department hosted and collaborated with community-based leaders and businesses to provide citywide events that have connected families to services and fun. Our Community Service Department staff have also served in an advisory role for the Senior, Fine Arts, Recreation, and Youth Commissions. So I want to ask all our commissioners that are here to please stand so you can be recognized as well from all our different commissions. Please stand, take a stand. So we also have the Planning Commission. We also have the Veterans Commission and the Civil Service Commission. Thank you. Our Housing Department. The Housing Department is led by Kimberly Mack. One of her deputies is here representing her. And the Housing Department works to find funding to assist Hawthorne residents. The following are the contributions from the Housing Department. The Housing Department has launched the Emergency Housing Voucher Program, known as EHV, and has awarded 67 housing vouchers to residents of the city of Hawthorne. The Housing Department has also launched the Emergency Business Assistance Grant, the EBA, by awarding small businesses and micro enterprises up to $380,000 in assistance. We've also received the Federal Community Project Grant for $500,000 for the renovation of our affordable housing units throughout the city. And this has, we've received this money through Congresswoman Maxine Waters' office. ARPA funding, the American Rescue Plan funding that we received. We allocated the money, as you see on the screen here, in these 5 general areas here. A lot of our fellow cities have also received money, but for some reason, and I guess because of our good relationships with our Congresswoman, we received a good hefty amount. So we thank Congresswoman Maxine Waters. So we allocated about $814,000 to our tenants-based rental assistance program, the TBRA program. Supportive services received an equal amount of about $814,000. Our nonprofit operating assistance program received $108,000. Our nonprofit capacity building program received $108,000. And both our administration and planning services group received $322,000 for a grand total of $2,166,698. So thank you to all the different levels of government that helped, federal, state, and county. We're really excited and we're really proud so that we were able to receive this. And we also have a good group of staff members that are good at writing grants. And so there's also that reason that we can attribute our being able to receive that type of money. We have great staff members. Okay. The Public Works Department is responsible for core services. The Public Works Department provides environmental outreach, construction, altering, demolishing, installation, repairing, inspection, and implementing work through grants and public funds totaling $52.5 million. Okay, what's going on now? All right. We're good? Okay, thank you. So, wanted to talk about our Parking T pilot program. We're very excited about this Parking T program because we're hoping that this will help alleviate some of the problems that we've been having throughout our city. We have the parking Ts distributed in square areas. The first area is bounded by 120th Street to El Segundo Boulevard and Birch Avenue to Prairie Avenue. So within that location, we have about 198 T parking locations. And individual parking spaces that have been painted equal about 649, okay? So the way we use the T parking spaces is making sure that there's an allotted space for people to be able to park their cars. Sometimes you have room enough for 2 cars, but sometimes people straddle the 2 spaces, possible spaces. So that becomes a problem when we want to make sure that we maximize our parking capability. So now it's citable. So if anybody out here doesn't know about that program, just take a look at the ground and make sure that you park within the spaces. You've been warned.
Let me go move my car.
So let's go back one. The Imperial to El Segundo block and the Inglewood Avenue to Hawthorne block also has a total locations of parking spaces equaling 682. But the individual parking spaces for that section would be 1,829. So there's a lot of parking spaces that are marked. So I'm very happy that we're doing this, and hopefully we'll be able to solve the problem, or at least slow down the issue, right? So Public Works also has the Mobility Project Phase 1 and 2. Our continued airport rehabilitation program that we have, also our continued street improvement projects, various ones that we have, too many to list, and our park improvement projects that I had already alluded to. So we're really excited about those. Public Works definitely continues to support the infrastructure with even more grants that they're applying for ongoing projects throughout the city. So let's give it up for our Public Works Department. I'm excited about this one as well, because our planning department oversees a lot of private development within the city. We have a lot of applications and a lot of things in the pipeline. Ensuring that zoning codes are adhered to and ensuring that development projects demonstrate quality design and environmental sustainability. So I wanted to talk about a few of the smaller businesses that we have here in the city of Hawthorne. First, we're all very happy that we have SpaceX, we have Ring here in the city of Hawthorne, we have Amazon. So those are the ones that we reported on in previous State of the Cities. But now we have smaller businesses that have opened up here in the city of Hawthorne. CRUMBL Cookies, which it's Francisco Castillo, one of our cable Channel 22's favorite place. It's located at 5362 West Rosecrans Avenue, and they offer cookies made fresh and served in their famous pink box. Their unique flavors rotate weekly. Kind of a little expensive, but so I don't know if I could get a dozen, maybe 4 at a time, right? But they're very tasty and they're very good. So make sure you make your way over there after we finish the State of the City. Or you could go with the slightly more healthier options at Robex, which is located at 2909 West 120th Street. And they offer fresh juices, smoothies, and other healthy offerings to help keep us in shape, right? So I kind of need that. I'm going to go there instead of CRUMBL Cookies. La Michoacana is located at 11812 Hawthorne Boulevard. And what's really neat about this place is that it offers Mexican-style ice cream, snacks, and desserts, and it reminds many of our residents of treats from their old country, right? So it's a good taste. So let's give it up for La Michoacana. That's our home state in Mexico. So Starbucks is located at 4235 El Segundo Boulevard, and that's basically a remodel of the previous Tacos Mexico restaurant, which was in disrepair. And as you can see, what's very interesting about this is that it's like, you know how you have a patio door to your house? Basically, it's kind of like a patio door that you open, and people can literally just walk in through the side and go up to the benches that are right there in front of the counter. So it's just a new concept. I've never heard about it, but if you're curious about it, it's located at 4235 El Segundo Boulevard. So a different type of experience where you're going to be able to taste your coffee and get rejuvenated for the morning or whenever you have to go to work, lunchtime or evening. So go take a look at that, and it's a really interesting setup. Do you guys have one in Gardena like that? Okay. I don't want to go off script, guys, but I don't want to go off script, but when I went to her State of the City, she went after me. All right. Just having a little fun with my friends. Is it the first one?
Yes, sir.
You guys have one in Gardena? All right. Somehow I think we're going to have to verify that. All right. Maybe better. All right. This is really neat. So Navy Federal Credit Union, we have a new banking institution to serve our military personnel in the area. So this is what we have right here. They're located on Rosecrans Avenue at 5360. Okay. Encompass is located at 12101 Crenshaw Boulevard, and they share a space with Eureka Burgers, so their headquarters, right up here on Crenshaw. And they're a full-service brand engagement and marketing solutions agency serving Fortune 500 companies and the Hollywood industry. And they have some really cool think spaces themed with an Arabian Nights kind of a meeting area where they can get stimulated on ideas related to that type of theme. Airport area type of theme room where they can get stimulated with those types of ideas. Or they have like a beach area room also where they can get stimulated for ideas related to that type of theme. So we're really thankful that they chose Hawthorne to move into. Then the last one is the Tesla superchargers that we have throughout the city. And as many of you know, we have SpaceX headquartered over here on Crenshaw Boulevard, but we also have the Tesla Design Center that's located here as well in the city of Hawthorne. And because of that and many other reasons and the partnership we have with Tesla and SpaceX and Elon Musk, we've placed a whole bunch of these Tesla charger stations throughout the city of Hawthorne. We have some located right there close to SpaceX. We have some at the hotel across the street from City Hall, and we have 2 or 3 others spread out throughout the city. So if you need to charge your Tesla after the state of the city, you'll easily find a spot here in the city of Hawthorne. Okay. Coming soon, we have Tapville. That's a new brewery that's going to be coming into town, located up here at the Millennium project that we have over here across the street from SpaceX. We have a barbecue restaurant that's going to be opening up called Dickey's Barbecue Pit. And we also have a museum called Wendy Museum. And what's interesting about this is that they have a collection of art and artifacts from the Cold War era. So that's going to be really interesting. They're going to open up pretty soon in the city of Hawthorne. So we're really happy that they're moving into the city of Hawthorne. So this is the part that I really like and I'm really proud of, and with teamwork we were able to achieve some of the things you're going to be able to see here with our city elected officials, council members, and our city staff. So I want to congratulate our finance department because they've collaborated on implementing systems to address the city's financial workings, and I applaud them for transitioning our city into the future by going digital. Financially, our city has done very well, in part by developing strategic plans that are appropriate for the situations that we have found ourselves for our city spending. This is really what I like. Regarding our general fund cash balance, in 2016, our cash balance was at a very concerning low level of $5.4 million. With our leadership, with my colleagues and our leadership, and staff's leadership, we have grown by nearly 1,370% to $79,477,058 million. And no question, this has exceeded our expectations as a city. And this has also enabled us to continue to provide safety for our residents and the services that our city's residents deserve and expect. Throughout this time, due to the uncertainty with the pandemic, department heads have responsibly exercised caution and reduced their budgets. And in doing so, we were able to maintain services and to continue to gainfully employ our workforce. So thank you to our department heads. Everyone put a piece of the energy to be able to make this happen. Elected officials, our city manager and his administration, department heads, and our boots on the ground. And our residents also have contributed ideas. So this has been a collaborative effort. So I want to ask all our city staff to please stand one final time so we can recognize you and applaud you. They're in the back. Yeah, there we go. So this is really good news. I'm really excited, and we should all feel proud as elected officials here in our city and staff. In closing, I wanted to end by noting that this city's leadership has made tremendous strides in maintaining the health and growth of the city during these tough times, very tough times. And the goal is to continue along this positive path forward for future generations. I want to leave everyone with a quote that represents the great team effort that we, your elected officials, staff, share with you, the residents. Lao Tzu once said, "A leader is best when people barely know he exists, who talks little, and when his work is done and his aim fulfilled, they will say, 'We did this ourselves.'" So thank you, everybody, for being here, and thank you for being here to hear these great news that we have. Okay? Good stuff, right? That's me. Thanks, guys.